Right. After my high school graduation, my dad asked me, "Are you ready to meet your new husband?" There were three strangers sitting at our dining table, an older Indian couple in fancy clothes, and a man around 24 who was already balding and had his belly pushing against his button-up shirt. They all stood up when they saw me like I was some celebrity arriving at an event. My mom came out of the kitchen carrying chai on her good silver tray, the one we only used for important guests. She was wearing her expensive silk sari and had done her makeup like she was going to a wedding. My stomach started feeling weird, but I couldn't process why yet. "Beta, come sit. We have wonderful news," my dad said, pulling out a chair next to the young man. I stayed frozen in the doorway, still holding my diploma. The older woman was smiling at me like I'd already done something amazing. The man kept adjusting his collar and stealing glances at me. Nobody was explaining anything. "This is Raj and his parents from Detroit. They flew in this morning special for your graduation," my mom said, setting down the tea. "Raj works in IT and makes very good money. 6 figures already, and he's only been working 3 years." The pieces started clicking, but my brain rejected what was happening. This couldn't be what it looked like. My parents were modern. They'd let me date in high school. They'd helped me apply to colleges. They screamed in excitement when I told them I got into Northwestern. They'd never mentioned anything about an arranged marriage ever. "I don't understand what's happening," I said, even though I was starting to understand exactly what these nut jobs were doing. My dad pulled out his iPad and showed me a Zoom call that was already connected to at least 30 people crammed into frame, all waving and smiling. Kids were jumping up and down. An elderly woman in a yellow sari was crying happy tears. "Say hello to your new family. Everyone in Mumbai is so excited to meet their new daughter-in-law," my dad said, like this was totally normal. "My what?" My voice cracked. Raj finally spoke up. "I know this must be overwhelming, but I promise I'll take good care of you. I have a nice apartment and you can finish your studies online if you want. I heard Grand Canyon has a good program. Finish my studies online. Like my full ride to Northwestern was just some hobby I could do on the side while being his wife. Like the last 4 years of killing myself for perfect grades meant nothing. Like all my dreams were just placeholders until my real life as someone's wife began. We wanted you to have normal American high school experience," my mom explained. "That's why we waited until after graduation. We knew you'd want to go to prom and do all those things, but now it's time for real life." Real life. Like the past 18 years had been fake. They'd been planning this the whole time while I was studying for SATs and filling out applications and dreaming about dorm rooms. "The wedding will be in India next month," Raj's mom said. "We've already booked the venue. 800 guests. It will be the event of the year. 800 strangers watching me marry a man I'd known for 5 minutes. A man who lived in a different state and expected me to give up everything to follow him there. A man who looked at me like I was a prize he'd won instead of a person with dreams." "I need to use the bathroom," I said, backing away from the table. Instead, I went to my room and grabbed my phone and wallet. Nothing else, not even a change of clothes. I climbed out my window in my graduation gown like I was Ferris Bueller. My heels kept getting stuck in the grass as I ran to my car. My best friend Michelle lived 10 minutes away. I showed up at her door crying so hard I couldn't explain what happened. She just pulled me inside and let me sob on her couch until the words finally came out. Her parents said I could stay as long as I needed. My phone exploded with calls and texts. My parents, Raj, random aunties I'd never met, all wanting to know why I was being so difficult, why I was embarrassing the family, why I couldn't just be a good daughter and do what was expected. I had to defer Northwestern because I couldn't afford it without my parents' help. I got a job at Five Below and enrolled in community college. I lost everything I'd worked for because I refused to be sold to a stranger, but at least I got to choose my own life. My parents still call sometimes. They leave voicemails about how Raj found another girl and how happy he is. Good for you, Raj. Don't be surprised when she leaves you after you drop your pants for the first time.